So I found myself in a bit of a desert island situation. They have left me with this life raft, but it's not really big enough to get off the island, and I'm not sure when help is coming. So yeah, we're working with what we got here. Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. Today I am working on a lone machine that is significantly less highly spec'd than my usual MacBook Pro. And I'm not sure when I'm getting back my computer, so I wasn't really that keen on installing everything I use usually when I'm producing, because that would take forever. So I was thinking to myself, what can I install on this computer that's going to allow me to have the most functionality when it comes to music making, but is not going to take a long time to set up and is not going to take up a lot of space, because this computer doesn't have a lot of space. So I thought to myself, Ableton Suite, Reason 11. Those are the only two things I actually need, really. I do have a bunch of other like technical Waves plugins and stuff that I like for mixing, and there are a bunch of awesome Native Instruments ones that I do really like for being creative, but given the limited circumstances, we're kind of stuck on a desert island here with Reason 11. That's all I need. What I want to show you today is how I came up with this track. I made it just using stuff from Reason 11 and some resampling techniques that I used to use a lot back in the day. I haven't been doing them as much recently, but I think they're pretty fun. So let's jump into it and I'll show you what I did. Oh, this is actually my second time trying to record this video. Got all the way through the first one and realized my recording software, the audio, I realized my screen capture software was not set up correctly. So yeah, but let's get into it. Let's have a look at it. This is still a pretty dope session. So what I did in this track is I started with this sound here that I made using a bass guitar preset in Europa with a little bit of pulverizer and the scales and chords player. Sounds like this by itself. Without the player, it sounds like this. Okay, I played a wrong note there. That was not in the key of C minor, but that's one of the nice things about the players. I legit didn't actually know that I'd played a wrong note because I was playing the player right from the start. So I got that, and once I had recorded that, what I did was resampled it, which is this yellow clip here. Same thing, just recorded as audio. Then what I did was I opened up a version of, or an instance of NNXT. Now this is a technique that I used to use a lot back in the day. I haven't used it as much recently, but I still think it's a really cool technique for generating cool ideas. So what I did was I grabbed this audio and dragged that into NNXT. And then I right clicked on it, went set root notes from pitch detection. That's a really good feature. I still can't believe Ableton does not have that feature in its sampler, but whatever. Dope feature for NNXT. And what this does, if I turn my MIDI keyboard on, is this maps your sample across every single key on the keyboard. Come on, computer, don't die on me. So what you can hear is that on different keys, it's playing at a different speed. And so I'm trying to use that pitch warping to my advantage. So what I went and did then was record a whole bunch of little clips. Like that. Basically just anything that I think is rhythmically interesting, because the cool thing about doing it this way is you've got this loop that is playing at kind of a random speed, and so you've got all these different rhythmic permutations that allow you to come up with rhythmic ideas that you might not otherwise, because it's more free-flowing over the rhythmic grid. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I came up with a whole bunch of ideas that I liked rhythmically. Then what I did was resample those ideas. So we're like 3 levels deep in terms of resampling at the moment, and chopped them up. Used the clip editing tool in Ableton to transpose them all over the show. This one's down 2 octaves. So that originally was quite a high-pitched one from the NNXT recording, and I liked the rhythm of it, but I wanted it lower. So that's where the Ableton clip edit comes in. This one here is the same clip that I just significantly edited. These ones here, clips that have been reversed. This choppy section here, all from that same NNXT loop. This section here, I enjoy this section. So I was really liking the rhythm of this section, but it just wasn't quite right, so I had to quantize it, but I did enjoy the rhythm overall. And then this next part, this clip is this one here reversed with a little bit of adjustment to just make it fit better, but it's basically just that straight clip reversed. Then we've got for that I think I just recorded some stuff coming out of Scenic, and then I did the same thing for these bass sounds. Although those might have been out of Parsec. Yeah, those were out of Parsec. That's a different sound out of Parsec. For the drums, we're just rolling with a drum sequencer player, which is controlling the oomph retro beats. I had to tune them so they fit with what I was wanting to do. And then I think I added some strings from the Stringwork rack extension. So yeah, I'm still not quite finished with the arrangement or the instrumentation. There's a few other little sounds or whatever that I think I'd want to add, and obviously there's not really any structure yet, so it's not fleshed out into a full track yet. But I'm really enjoying the idea as a starting point, and it was actually a cool exercise, kind of limiting myself to only using Reason, even though the circumstances are a little frustrating with this laptop. But it was a good experience, and I'm glad I got to use that NNXT resampling technique again. That's something I've done quite a few times in the past, and I think it's a really fun technique. So let me know in the comments below if you're going to try that resampling technique using NNXT. Have you already tried it before? Let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next week.